Challenges are everywhere. At Dicor, we believe solutions always exist, sometimes by adapting new technologies from other fields. The key is having enough experience to find the right one and the will to pioneer something different and better. Like intelligent automation that virtually eliminate waste and error. See more at dicor.com/automation.
Sherman Goldenberg here, RV Business, rvbusiness.com, with the founders and current senior management of Grand Design, 8-month-old RV manufacturer in Middlebury, Indiana.
Yep.
Am I close on that?
You are.
Don Clark, Bill Fennick, and Ron Fennick. Welcome.
Thank you.
Morning.
We're here, the primary reason we're here, not only because they're newsworthy in general, is that their second line, the Reflection, is being introduced at this time. Don, tell us about this line, something you describe as luxury highline, easy to tow fifth wheel.
Yeah, it is our next step in our growth. You know, we started with the Solitude product line. That's our extended stay fifth wheel. It's been amazingly received, not just by the dealers, but also the retail customer. Our next step, our next venture, the next segment that we're attacking is the mid-profile, easy-to-tow fifth wheel, and that's the Reflection. We're sticking to our game plan. When we first came out as a company, our model hasn't changed at all. We're going to address each segment, major segment in the marketplace, with one model, one brand only. No clones. We're going into the marketplace with one dealership, and that dealership is going to be the full line Grand Design dealer. The Reflection is the next product, and then by the open house we'll introduce yet a third.
Tell us a bit more about the positioning of this. This costs less retail than the Solitude.
Yeah, Micah Staley, our general manager of the Reflection, had a definite vision in mind when he came to the company. We married that to where the company was going. This is a major segment in the marketplace. It's a big volume segment. It's a segment that really our dealers are urging us to go into next. And that's the beauty behind being a very agile company. We can quickly address what the market and what our dealers are calling for. This is going to be a different buyer. This is more of a weekend camper. This is more of a customer that just doesn't have either the tow vehicle for the big fifth wheel or doesn't want to tow a large fifth wheel around the country. It's for a shorter term camper.
A question or two about your progress as a corporation since the fall of 2012. I sat down last night, I did a little timeline of the company from day one, you know, looking at your press releases and at the news stories that you've generated in that time. Pretty meteoric, you know, rise here of a company from ground zero in the fall of 2012 to, you know, your 100th Solitude in mid-March, et cetera. Tell me how it's gone in your view.
Better than expected. We you know, first off, we invested in a great complex, 67 acres, 400,000 square feet of buildings. So we had the ability to grow at the rate we wanted to. You know, we weren't stifled by any building constraints, but we also wanted to have responsible growth. So it really has exceeded our expectation. We started with the Solitude, introduced it at Louisville just on paper, as you remember, and we shipped the first ones January. The Tampa show was our first show, and it was off the races right from there. We had a great retail show and products turning, and that's most important, is our product is turning, and we're showing up in the stats. We already are one of the key players in the fifth wheel segment, and just our first, like you said, 8 months of doing business. So better than expected. Quality is excellent. We have built a great team. Don did a wonderful job putting together a great team, and so quality has been excellent. Our ramp up has been, frankly, more aggressive than I think we both thought it would be, and with quality, and it's retail driven, meaning we're not oversupplying the marketplace. It's turning. The product's turning. We don't have age problems. We don't have any products sitting around. So it's been wonderful. It's it's, I think, blowing all of our minds, frankly.
Well, one of the clips I read 12 weeks ago, you were at 87 dealers. What's your dealer count right now?
We haven't grown much from them. You know, when we were early on, we even stopped signing up new dealers so we could supply the dealer body. Our goal isn't just to have a dealer in every corner. Our strategy is really, it's customer focused but dealer centric. We have two customers, the dealer and the retail customer, and we have to keep both happy. And in today's marketplace, with our strategy, we're really able to give the dealers something that nobody else is doing out there in the industry, to support them so they can have profits, to support our customers, our mutual customers. So our goal isn't to put a dealer in every corner. I mean, I grew up in the market where, you know, you signed anybody you could. You went for the best dealers, but if you had an open spot, you tried to close it. We're looking for the best dealers in the market, in the key markets. Yeah, we'll fill up the market. So, all right, to answer your question, I think we'll see probably 125 dealers in the United States and Canada when we're all said and done. And again, Don mentioned they will all be Grand Design dealers. So we'll have one dealer as a Grand Design dealer in each marketplace, and they'll carry every brand we make. And you know, it's kind of it's a handshake agreement with the dealers we're signing, and so far it hasn't been tested, but it will be with the new Reflection. But we think there's already a demand out there for it.
Ron, since day one, the mantra of this company has been a no-clone policy. That's something that I think I know what you mean, and I think back to the days of some companies in the 70s and 80s in particular. But you know, what does it mean to you today?
Well, it's no clones, no sister brands, and for us it means one product per market segment. The biggest thing about what we're trying to get to is positioning our company so our dealers can make a lot of money with our products. So it's no clones, real strong internet policy, super competitive products, and one dealer per market. And you put all those together, and at the end of the day, the dealer's in a position to turn product. Dealers aren't looking over their shoulder when they're selling their product, worrying about somebody down the street coming in and backdooring them with a low ball price, or, hey, look, we're just like them, you know, we have the same parent company and same product but less money. It just puts the dealer in a position where they can successfully sell a product and make a fair profit.
How big does this company get in your mind? Projecting, and the economy is assumed to be stable. What's your vision for this company as far as where it goes 5 years, 10 years?
Yeah, how big are we going to get? That's kind of an interesting question. We talk about it and we don't. I think you're asking for a figure, so I would say, you know, do we get to be 300 million in sales, 400 million in sales? It almost doesn't matter. We want to be successful, and to be successful, we want to do good things for our dealers. And if we take care of them, they're going to take care of us. I know it sounds like a cliche, but that's really our motive. If we can just get out, give dealers products that they can make money with, get turns with, we'll be successful. It'll lead to us being a pretty good sized company. Our whole distribution strategy, though, kind of puts a cap on us. You know, the things that we did at Keystone, it allowed us to grow exponentially because there was really no end to where we could take it. When you have one dealer in one market in a limited line with no sister brands, it's a different philosophy. I mean, it's a risky one in a way, but I think long term for us, we're going to be a great company, and that's really our intent. If we can make this thing great, be successful with the dealers, we'll have what we hope to accomplish.
Open house, conjoined exhibit or display, that is, with Tiffin this year. Tell us a tad about that.
Well, we're really happy with that. Almost, it just kind of happened where we started comparing ourselves and calling ourselves the Tiffin of Towables. Tiffin has got a great reputation. They have been around a lot of years. They do business very ethically. They take great care of the retail customer. They're very focused in that they have one dealer per market. I think they're very sensitive to the internet policies. Just a lot of similarities. Little by little, that kind of spun to, okay, now we're talking about open house. How do we make sure that we have enough of a presence? How else might we approach this? And so actually it was Don had a conversation with Mr. Tiffin, and it kind of rolled from there that there was an interest on their side. And we're thrilled about it. They're a great company. We want to be a great company. I think it's a great affiliation. It's going to be nice for the dealers to come to one location and see two terrific companies that offer a similar kind of message to the market.
With that, we'll have hopefully hear a word or two from Reflection General Manager Micah Staley.
Right.
Thanks. Thank you.
Here with Micah Staley, General Manager, Reflection, and new line from Grand Design. Tell us a few things about it in more detail. It being the second line after the Solitude from your young company. Key selling points. What would you say is really going to make this stand out from the rest?
Well, what we did with the Reflection is we really saw the magic happen with the Solitude during show season. And so we said, what are those key points? What are those wow factors that we can try to implement into the Reflection just on a smaller scale? And so things like the aluminum entry steps, the linoleum throughout the living area, the leather furniture inside with theater seats, the pantry, those kind of things are what we really thought would be wise to incorporate into the Reflection, simply because it shares a similar story with the Solitude, and it makes it easier for the retail guys to sell it on their lot.
Comes in at a little bit lower MSRP than the Solitude. Might appeal to what kind of family?
Well, the weekend warrior type family, the vacationer, that kind of family. But also, we've noticed, we've seen a trend in even the baby boomer and up age. We've seen that buyer trade in for something that's smaller and lighter weight, and so it's easier for them to tow. It's more convenient for where they're storing it. So it's going to probably hit a broad range of buyers, but that's really kind of what we're targeting.
Lengths, from longest to shortest?
It'll probably be our mid-profile with the wardrobe slide will probably be from 32 feet to 36 feet. And then we'll do a mid-high with a bed slide that'll get up to probably 38 feet.
Okay, so. And it's something that we'll be, I'm sure, seeing at the open house on Executive Drive there at in the Gauntlet that you all called it in your press release in September.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll have 2 floor plans there along with the Solitudes and something else. So we'll be,
right.
Yep.
All right, and I appreciate your input on all this, and look forward to seeing you down the road.
All right, thank you.